Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you.
What's up, guys? What is everybody's highlight of the week? Well, I will go first. I got hit by a freight train.
Ooh.
And Jason,
I sold my daughter's favorite toy.
you said you stole. I was like, where's this
No.
going?
No, I sold it.
Okay. Marcus, I want to hear your highlight of the week.
I wrote a song for my school.
Okay, I can't even get close to that. I want to hear that. So for me, we played a flag football tournament for the Ohio Valley region of churches, actually. And it was 6 churches, and what stinks is it's not full contact, and it's flag football, and there's so many rules just to keep people safe and whatnot. But I'm D and O line, so I am the wall and the freight train, and so I'm either coming through or blocking you, and my body feels terrible. And this was Saturday, and it's now Monday, so I woke up Sunday morning and felt like garbage. I
Ouch.
literally was super tense. I kept stretching and make sure I was mobile, but I didn't even go into church. I felt so bad. I was like, guys, I can't sing, I can't do anything. So I need to get back into the gym. But yeah, so I got hit by a freight train, but the freight train was a ton of people. But we had a good time. A lot of fun was had. There sadly were some injuries. That is to be expected, but we all had a good time at the end of the day. So anyway, that's my highlight of the week.
Nice. Mine is that I sell toys for kids. And I had this toy from the 1990s. It's called Baby All Gone, and what it is, it's like a little it's not ready. It's a little spoon that pretends it has cherries in it, and then you take a bite and the cherries disappear.
Oh, yeah, I remember
And
that
so
toy.
my daughter found these toys, which were not for hers to play, and then it became her favorite toy. And I had to get rid of that thing. It's like a $70 toy.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I had to get rid of that bad boy before she broke it.
How much did you sell it for?
Not $70.
Ah.
I sold it for like $15. Somebody offered something.
Oh.
It's fine. I just didn't have the. It had been posted for a while, and somebody else had it up there. It was probably that same person, so I could just do it over again. But
Makes sense.
it's fine. I need to keep moving with my inventory and not stress out about things. So
Right. Your
It's
your
still-
giant Amazon crate.
it still was. It still was. You're a jerk. It still was. I got it for $3. So
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, you still made profit, so
yeah, I mean, very good.
Mhm.
Well,
I want to hear Marcus's highlight of the week.
Oh, wow. Well, this highlight actually started at the end of the school year last year. After my choir performed their final concert for the year, my principal came up to me and said, "You know what? For as long as we've been here and I've heard our choir perform, I was saying to myself, our school does not have a school song." That lit a light bulb in my head, and I was like, I've got to do it. We've got to have a school song. So last week, or actually, it was a couple of weeks ago, I wrote everything out from music to lyrics to format, the whole bit, all of it was written in less than half a day.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And so, I've taught it to all of my classes. It's gotten a lot of positive response.
Congrats, man. That's really cool.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And you said it took
Thank
half
you.
a day?
Yep, it only took less than half a day because I wrote the chorus to the song one afternoon, and then all of a sudden the musical structure came to me, and then I wrote the lyrics down the very next morning. And then that Friday morning, I walked up to my principal with guitar in hand, performed the song for her for the first time. She loved it.
Phenomenal.
And then I turned around and taught it to all of my classes.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome, dude. That's super cool. And how long ago was this?
Let's see. Like I said, well, actually, I taught it to everybody last week. It was, I would say, 2 weeks ago that I shared the song with my principal.
That's super cool, man. And that's something to win over your principal.
Yeah, it helps when your principal likes you, you know, and you like her back.
My mom's a teacher, so I know all about that.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Sweet.
important to have that kind of great working relationship, you know.
For sure,
School
man.
environments can make or break the success of the school.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, sweet. Jason, you ready to
Sorry,
move on to
guys,
the next segment?
I'm still trying to get things working. Apologize.
Oh, is everything good to go? Do we need to stall?
Yeah, just nothing's saving the way I want it to. So I'm working on it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's-
that's a bummer. But your mic sounds nice.
yes. No more technical issues on that end.
Wow. You're awesome.
All right, Jason. While we're doing this next segment, you can work on that. But are you ready for the next slide?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
ready. I'm sorry. Ready.
All right. It's time for a quiz.
I hope I'm ready for this.
I
Oh,
hope you are. I sent
no.
you an email. Did you get that email?
Oh my goodness, I didn't check my email. I can't.
I'm
Oh,
joking.
It's too
It's
late,
not there.
isn't
Wow.
it?
You're gonna
I'm
give
joking.
the guy a heart attack, Trey.
I'm joking. There's no email. Okay, so this is a quiz pitted up against Marcus and Jason. Per usual, it is our guest and our big bad hip hop artist, critically acclaimed Granny Smack. Wait, what? Anyway, so the the quiz today is over hip hop. And
Oh, dear.
I was told that you were a connoisseur of hip hop, Marcus, and
I know a thing or two.
and Jason
Come on, you're
also,
making me concerned. I'm like, wait.
Jason also loves hip hop. Sadly,
Yep.
the technical difficulties are coming back up, Jason, but we'll work through it. So anyway, but whoever gets most questions by the end of the quiz will win the quiz. You guys will both get an equal amount of chances to answer every question. But whoever
All
gets
right.
the most right wins. So off to question number one, and obviously our guest Marcus, you get the first opportunity at a crack at the quiz.
Okay.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn was a song by who in 1987? Was it Public
Oh.
Enemy? Was it Beastie Boys? Sorry, these are some of these are multiple choice, some are open question.
Okay.
Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, or LL Cool J, or the Fat Boys.
All right. No Sleep Till Brooklyn is on the classic album Licensed to Ill. So it has to be none other than the Beastie Boys.
I love that answer. Jason, what is your answer?
It's Beastie Boys. You don't need all that drama, Marcus.
Okay.
You need all that drama.
Hey, I
Okay.
gotta be me, man.
No, stop it.
Hey,
Stop.
phenomenal
This is my
answer.
show.
You guys are both correct, so congratulations. And moving on to the next question. Jason, Who alongside Rick
Yes.
Rubin founded Def Jam Records in 1984? Is it Michael Peace?
Ooh.
Is it Russell Simmons? Is it Kool Mo D? Or is it DJ Jazzy Jeff?
I was gonna say Russell Williams for some reason. My brain didn't.
That's weird.
Russell Simmons. Yeah, I don't. What happened?
Okay. Marcus, same question. Is it Michael Peace, Russell Simmons, Kool Mo D, or DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Oh yeah, Rick Rubin started Def Jam with Russell Simmons. Absolutely.
Phenomenal. You guys are banging out this quiz. Good stuff.
All right.
Yes, you're both correct. Congrats. All right. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, and now it's going to become that much harder. Marcus, CREAM was an acronym for what in the 1994 Wu-Tang Clan hit? And this is an open question.
Oh, Wu-Tang Clan hit. CREAM was an acronym. Of course, that stands for Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
Dollar
Dope.
bills, y'all.
I like that.
Money.
I like that. It might be true. Jason, what's your
Oh, my
answer?
Jesus, it's exactly what he just said, and it's money.
Wait, what? Money?
I mean, if you needed to explain what he's talking about, it's called money. But cash rules everything around me.
Yeah, that's correct.
Dollar
you guys
bills,
are killing
y'all.
this. You guys are killing this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. For
You should
some
probably
reason,
not
the
do
past
quizzes that I know all the answers to.
Well, here's the
You
thing.
did this last time.
We're not done.
Okay.
Jason,
All right.
who is Stanley
Oh,
Kirk
boy.
Bureau?
Nope.
Jason.
Okay. Curtis Blow.
I mean, I like that answer. It could be true. Marcus, who is Stanley Kirk? Is it Burrell or Burrell? It's probably Burrell. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jason, I can't
know.
believe you didn't get this, man.
Yeah, I'm having a rough day.
Stanley Burrell is none other than
He said
MC
Burrow.
Hammer.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations. That
he
is
said
correct.
Burrow. I was thinking
No.
of like Ross
Do you
Perot
want me
when
to spell
he
it?
said that.
Burrell.
Yep.
Man, I was
All right, but
wishing.
here's the thing. This is the final question, and it's anyone's game.
Okay.
All right.
But there's a plot twist, and you listen to the full
Uh-oh.
question first.
Okay.
Marcus.
All right.
Well, I'll have Jason go first.
All right.
Who is my favorite hip hop artist? Wrong answers only.
Me.
All right. All right. Wow. All right, Marcus. So who's my favorite hip hop artist? Wrong answers only. As in like somebody that just like
He
the
loathes.
worst. Like the worst ever. It could be current.
Wow,
it
he's
could be back
making
in
it
the
worse
day.
now.
Like just like
Oh.
please don't ever make music ever again. Now here, I'll help you out. I'll help you out, Marcus. I don't know a ton of rappers like or hip hop artists or like just lyricists, but who do you think is my
Oh.
favorite artist?
Your favorite
Oh,
your favorite artist. Wrong answers only.
I got this one. Do it.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh,
Oh.
congratulations,
You
Marcus!
should have said, Marcus, you should have said snow. In Farmer, you know, but there is no to blame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Snow. See,
I don't even think he
know
knows who
him.
Snow is.
No,
He
I
was a
don't.
Canadian white dude doing reggae music. It was terrible, but I loved it. I can't be lying now.
Yeah, that
I didn't
was
know
the one
reggae
and
music
only song of
existed.
Snow's that I liked. But I mean,
Yeah.
didn't understand the thing he was saying. I remember watching
That
the
was on
video
purpose.
on MTV, and they actually had to scroll the lyrics
Mhm.
across
I
the
remember.
bottom of the screen so people knew what Snow was saying. But when it came
Yep.
to MC Shad's part, they understood him. They didn't need the lyrics for him.
I didn't even know
It
MC Sham
was
was
hilarious.
on that song.
Yep, MC Shan
So-
is in that song. Look it up.
Well,
MC
you know, it's
Hammer-
funny. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
No. But at that time, I didn't know who MC Sham was until later. Like that was right when I started listening to hip hop. So my examples of hip hop were MC Hammer and Snow and Vanilla Ice at that moment because I lived in Texas, and it was and then just a few weeks later I get or the next year after that, I get the DOC. Nobody can do it better. And then I was like, oh, this is music. I see now. So
But
we were
Marcus,
talking about this last week.
congratulations, you win the quiz.
Oh,
We're gonna develop some sort of NFT of some sort for the Flows for You show, or maybe
At
not.
some
I
point.
don't even know at this point. But you do get something. You get bragging rights. You can hate on Jason for all you want because you won the quiz. So
Great job.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, but no hate here, man. Only love. Only
Hey,
love.
there you go, Jason. Hey,
Aw.
one of our guests actually loves you, Jason. That's awesome.
That's great.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He hates on me all the time
mean,
during the show.
Trey-
he rags on me all the time.
Trey, it's the same for you. Only one of our guests truly likes you, and that was your mom.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna move on with this web show podcast. Marcus, Jason, why is Marcus on the show today?
Because I like him more
Okay.
than I like you.
Good enough.
No, when I asked Marcus, what could we do for a better year? He didn't answer because I didn't ask him.
Oh my gosh.
But when I thought about it, I know Marcus, and so whatever you do it with all your heart is what he would say because that's how he rolls. So why, Marcus, why would, if you do everything with all your heart, would it make for a better year?
Oh man. To do anything less than that is a waste of time and it's a waste of energy,
Wow.
honestly. Because I mean, if I always tell everybody, when you do it, you really got to go all out. You got to put your whole self in what it is that you do, whether it be music making, creating a visual piece, creating a book, a movie, a dance, excelling in athletics, excelling in academics, whatever it is that we do. We have to do it with everything inside of us because to do less than that goes against our very existence as human beings.
That's a good answer.
Wow. That's a pretty good answer.
I'm just going to sit over here and reflect on that for the next hour and think about me as a person.
Well, I'll
Realize
ask questions.
that I failed.
While you're doing that. No, just kidding.
Oh man.
Well, as I said, I've seen you perform many times in my life, and you are the kind of person that just exudes happiness in everything you do, and so it's like you can be sweating. I've literally seen you like sweating to the point where you can't see out of your eyes, but you still have a giant smile on your face because you're just like, yeah, I'm doing something I love, and no one's gonna stop me. Why do you think that is? Why is it that no matter what, you try to have joy in those situations?
It helps when you know where you stand with your creator.
Wow.
When you know how much God has pulled you from, how much he's saved you from, then there is no other response that one could have except to rejoice. That's how I see it. You know, I could be sweating beads and rivers and streams coming down this bald head. I mean, the clothes getting darker than usual because I'm sweating it out.
Oh.
I don't care. I really don't care. To me, God gets all the praise, all the glory, all the honor that I could ever muster up from within myself. I mean, he deserves that, you know? And I mean, that's where the joy comes from, regardless of circumstances, because that's the thing. Circumstances cannot determine your joy because circumstances change all the time. But
Absolutely.
when you have a joy and a peace that just totally passes all other human beings' understanding, then you're able to rejoice and praise him and just give your all no matter what. Oh, the lights in my classroom just went out. Give me a second. I'm going to go turn them back on. Hold up.
Okay, no worries. It's on a sensor, I guess. We'll get to the comments while he's doing that. Olaf Slayer said, "My NFT bounced for you guys." Well, sorry, bro. We'll work on a fix. Yorusama's coming through. He says, "Wow, so early. Is it working better with viewership or guests or any other positive stuff?" I mean,
it gets straight on the show.
like I said, I wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work. And then he says, "I love Jason. I love Trey Stoneberger. Wow, that's not my last name. He loves doing that." And he
Sounds
says,
delicious.
all this testosterone is overwhelming. Well, sorry you can't be like us, Jaime. I'm just joking.
No.
But yeah. So, oh, I saw Marcus. That was hilarious. No, I really appreciate that, man. Wait, what? Is this guy a preacher or what? A preacher?
You know what?
Marcus,
I want to answer that question.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
answer that, please.
I want to answer that. I've been fortunate enough to have preached in different parts of the world. And I'm not necessarily an ordained minister. I don't have any kind of titles or anything like that. But I just love God and I love his word. And whenever I get the opportunity to help other people to see God clearer, whether it be through music or through a lesson, then if that's what God calls me to do at that moment, then that's what I'm going to do. You know? So I guess I am a preacher of sorts.
Works. I don't mind that answer. Well, Jaime, if you really need the answer, Marcus is on here because he is a singer and he has some music out, and then he's just a cool guy in general. And so we're going to talk all about that stuff. So, but
and you
Jaime,
lead worship, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Jason? I'm sorry. I mean,
no, that was you won, Trey. Obviously, you're better at this job than I am, and I'll leave now. I'll just leave.
I don't know about that.
No, don't leave, Jason. No, don't leave, man. Don't leave. Don't leave. You're valued. You're loved, man. Don't leave.
He actually gets up. What the heck?
Your new co-host.
Okay.
Hello. Hi.
Come back to the show, Jason.
I'm the co-host now.
This is awkward. Get back here.
Hello, I'm back, guys. I know you missed me.
Yeah.
Oh, I should not have gotten on Facebook. Sorry. Anyway,
what is he talking about right now?
What?
Look at Jaime's comments.
What is an ordained minister? He's asking for the rest of the audience, I guess.
Okay.
And then thank you, Jason.
If a minister is ordained, that means that individual has actually been, for lack of a better word, hired to serve in this position and is given the charge to preach God's word to the people who's within that particular congregation. It's like a spiritual charge.
Dumb question alert. Does he have an HR department? Is he like, is he like, you're hired. You're hired. No, you're hired. Oh, everyone's hired.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Marcus, if you could. Yeah. Boy.
Can you imagine that meeting? Hello, God. I'm here for a job. Hi.
Fired.
Okay. See you later.
Smited. Fired forever.
Oh,
all right, Marcus, I'm ready to hear that answer to that question.
What was the question again? Jason, what was
Does God have an HR department?
Okay. considering the fact that I am not the Almighty God, I cannot answer that question.
Hey,
That
that's a
is
good
my
answer.
answer.
That's a good. I guess the HR would be his angels, wouldn't they?
Oh, I don't want
I,
those to
I,
be.
I,
I would
That'd
not
be the,
want the
yeah.
that'd
angels.
be the closest thing. They take care of things for him. So,
Yep, that's true.
Olaf Slayer said, "Don't worry, Jason. Don't call God for the job. He will call you."
Hey!
And then Jaime saying, "Thank you, Marcus."
No
That was really a good
problem. No
answer.
problem.
Anyway,
It
so
was.
leading worship, song leading. I want to hear all of it. Why do you lead songs, Marcus?
In order to get people to just be madly in love and crazy bonkers over God. And also to remind people to just stay in the fight, stay in the spiritual battle, because it's tough out here in these streets.
It is, man.
And we need the encouragement as much as possible. In the midst of all of the crazy, we still need to see God. And I'm so thankful to him because I've been doing this for over 28 years.
Yeah.
And
Amen, man.
I'm not planning on stopping until God says so. You know, I'm really thankful to
Until he
have been
calls you
doing
home,
this
right?
for as long as I have. Yeah. Yeah. Or hey, he may have something else planned for me. You never know.
Instead of dying, you could ascend into heaven. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
dude. Oh no, dude! Do not put me on the same pedestal or level
Wow.
Instead of
Elijah.
tasting death, you ascend into heaven.
I
I'm
don't.
joking.
I don't think we're gonna make it through this episode, Trey. I think we're just not gonna make it. But one question. It's a little dated now, but I do want to ask you just because I haven't talked to you about it. But
That's all right.
as somebody that you want to encourage the audience, you want to see them. Was that a hard transition for you during COVID, where you didn't get to see them, but you still sang songs?
Not really, because I kept my focus on the audience of one.
Yeah.
You know, I kept my focus on that, and during songs that were, written specifically to actually give praise and thanks to God or to talk to God, I didn't even look at the camera. I just praised. And then during songs where, I'm actually trying to convey a message to people, that's when I'm looking straight at the camera and just letting you know, hey, guys, this is for you.
Yeah.
Listen up, So that's what I had in mind every time I did those videos for the COVID year worship
Yeah.
services.
Oh man, yeah.
And honestly, it was actually kind of fun to do it because in the process of doing the behind the scenes work of gathering all the videos, extracting the audio, and blending it all together with instrumental tracks and everything like that, I've learned how to use Logic so much better when it came
Nice.
down to, creating really good mix downs, knowing what EQs to use, knowing some of the basics that go into mastering a piece of audio. All of that I learned during the COVID years. So, I mean, while COVID did kind of mess the world up a bit, and honestly, it gave it a reset if you think about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was still a good time of growth for me.
Do you see the comments, Jay?
Yeah. So
No,
so
do you see
the one below?
Yeah.
Yeah. Homer Callahan says rap.
he's like, I'm here for the rap. I don't want to hear y'all's interviews.
Well, hey man, if you want to hear it, stay on for another 20 minutes. I
we gotta
promise
stay
and
on.
guarantee you.
Yeah.
Promise and guarantee you it will happen because it happens every show. And then Olaf Slayer, maybe we can get into this question here in a second, but said spirit, or maybe it's a statement. Spiritual versus religious is finding strength from a higher power, where spiritual is finding strength from within. There's no question mark, so maybe it's not a question, maybe it's a statement.
Just a Olaf Slayer comment.
Yeah, sure.
Just making it.
Appreciate that, man. But Marcus, like, I feel that I think obviously as disciples, like reading the Bible every day or doing our very best to do so, and having that time with God, having like communing with God,
Yep.
we should be doing that every day, praying. I feel like worshiping, obviously that can be many different ways of worshiping God, but I feel like leading and singing songs and just being a part of that ambiance, that you're in the room of the believers that are singing together, for me, that's like, it's just so personal. It's so, you're around the body of believers, you're around the fellow Christians that are in the fight like you are. And like you said that earlier, it's like, it's hard. Like, and this is a reminder of why we do this, and why we're fighting the fight. What is worship for you? What do you feel worship is?
Oh, wow. For me, worship is central to my very existence as a human being.
Wow.
Because worshiping God goes so much deeper than the music.
Mm-hmm.
The music is only a byproduct. When you're truly one with your Creator, when you realize how much grace He's had on you, when He saves you by your own faith. And of course, repentance and the baptism is a part of that whole equation too. So don't get it twisted. But
thanks for saying that.
But when you know that, then your old self is gone. The new self that is completely and totally clothed with Christ takes over. If you are truly one with the Holy Spirit who dwells in you, then the only thing that is important to you is making sure that you please God with your life. And that, to me, is the essence of worship. When I serve another person, that's worship. That pleases God. When I'm responsible with my finances, when I love my wife, when I love my children, when I teach with everything within me and make every effort to inspire my students, when I relate to them on a level that they never thought I could relate to them on, all of these things, all of these different facets and aspects help in worshiping God. All of it is a fragrant offering. So when we focus our energies on living a life that is worthy of the calling that we received, and we, live a life of peace, and we live a life that is quiet, and we live a life focused on doing everything that pleases God, that is worship. It is so evident to the people around you who you truly worship or what you truly worship. It shows in what you do, which is only a byproduct of who you are and whose you are.
All right, Jason, we can end the show right there. That is it for our test today, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm just playing. I'm joking. No, that was really good, man.
Peace up.
And he's out.
Thank you.
Go, Jason. Go ahead.
No, he was like, I'm gone now.
Thank you for that response. It was great. I really appreciate that. Couldn't have said it better myself. So,
that's amazing. And I want to ask you this question. Did you
Yeah.
consider, like, before you started doing worship and stuff, was music of interest to you? Like, was like releasing music of interest, or was it doing worship? Then you were like, no, I want to write songs. I want to do this thing. Like, was it a progression, or was it you grew up as a kid, always wanted to be a musician, and it just happened to move into worship?
And before you answer that
Um,
question, Jaime
yeah.
said, "I hit the like. This is so spiritual. Is Marcus the anti Joel O?" And then
Oh.
Homer says, "Aman." So
I'm
thank you,
on.
Homer, for saying Aman. I appreciate it. Sorry, go ahead, Marcus.
Oh, wow. Music has always been a part of my life. I really feel like it has been a God-given gift, honestly. My mother told me that I was actually singing before I knew how to talk, and that was at the age of 2.
Okay.
And I'm 50 now. So really music has always been a part of my life, but unfortunately as I was growing up, I was listening to the wrong voices telling me that I really wasn't going to amount to anything in that arena. So I kind of kept my gift to myself
Mm.
and and I just kept singing. Didn't really know how to write anything or even play an instrument for that matter while I was growing up. I just I just sang. But it wasn't until the year 2000 when I moved to Dallas from Houston that I had to get serious about getting better in my craft. So I taught myself how to play piano, and that opened up the floodgates because
Wow.
then that gave me the opportunity to start, playing around with chords, figuring out what works, what doesn't, um, learning a little bit of music theory along the way, you know. Um, it was at that moment that I started getting serious about writing songs.
Mm.
And then learning how to play piano opened up the doorway for me to learn how to play guitar, how to seriously get into percussion. And then it was around 2008, 2009 that I actually got serious about actually recording some of
Mm.
my original pieces. So it was 2008 that I actually started recording, and I actually released my first single in 2008, which was a rap song actually, and it was called Know Your Enemy, and that was the thing that opened up yet another avenue for me to, spread my musical wings and grow in the craft.
Yeah, that definitely answers the question. Yeah. Like that's amazing because it's like for me, I was always a rapper, and then I did church stuff and actually quit. Oh, Marcus just left. He's just like,
Yeah,
I don't want to listen to you
sorry. My,
talk.
my my wife was calling me from work. I think she
Oh,
forgot that I was on the podcast.
she's like, "Are you coming
Oh,
home? Are you coming home?" Um, but it wasn't. But yeah, I'd always had that drive before. But I think that I said I knew that when you released music, so I knew it was probably different. So that's cool. It's amazing how we can get out of ourselves once we start seeing that we can do something. And I always
Yeah,
told that to Trey because he's super talented, and he just needs to. I keep on trying to get him into voice acting, and he just refuses to listen to anything I say, except
whatever.
for this show. Um, and so, but no, man, that's amazing. I think it's cool. So you did in July. You released a new single, and it was
yeah.
70 times 7, 7 times 70.
No, 70 times 7. You were
Oh,
right the
I did it
first
right.
time.
70 times 7. What inspired you to write that song? And I assume it took a while because the chorus makes me laugh because that probably took the most work out of all the things I imagined. Am I right? Or they end
Um,
with the choir singing?
Honestly, those that incredible group of people. Shout out to the Southwest region of the Greater Houston Churches worship team. I love working alongside these guys. They are incredible musicians, incredible singers. They are the voices that you hear at the end of that song. And I mean, they have taken a lot of the songs that I've written and just brought out a beauty in it that was just that I never thought I didn't realize that I had written. And I'm really thankful for everybody in that group. I'm just very thankful. Now, about the song itself. This song is actually a byproduct of personal therapy that I went through over the past about 2.5 years ago. I actually put myself through therapy because I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, my 40s were really tough. It was a decade of growing pains for me, and a time of refinement, a time of testing, and a time of growth and maturity. You know, I'm not going to go into any of the details here
Sure.
because right now that's irrelevant to the conversation. But to give you a Reader's Digest version of it, I've realized that throughout my entire life, before Christ and after Christ, I had value issues. And this song really helped me to expose it, not only as a weakness, but also as a means to embrace the fact that this is a part of my journey. This whole thing is a part of my journey. And it's important for me to get my value and worth from God Himself instead of trying to get it from other people whose praise can be so fickle at times, where people love you one minute and then the next, all of a sudden, they're ready to stick a dagger in your back.
Right.
You know, I also can't get my value from awards, rewards, accolades, any of those kinds of things. My value is in the one who created me. And as long as I'm focusing my energies on pleasing Him, then really nothing else matters. However, that struggle to want to be valued is still there. And I mean, there was even a point in time where I got devalued so badly that I felt like I had to prove myself all over again. And no, 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 no. That's letting the cycle go on and on and on. But this time I decided to break it and let God determine my worth and my value.
Awesome.
And to those who have hurt me, to those who have betrayed me, misunderstood me, etc., I truly forgive them, which is
Wow.
why the whole 70 times 7 thing is in the song. Because anytime I'm hit with those feelings of being devalued, anytime I sense that that's happening, instead of me either wallowing in my worthlessness or getting worked up and angry because I'm going through this again, I now know that the way to respond to it is with forgiveness.
That's awesome.
Every time it happens.
Amen, man.
You got a serious
So-
question to ask, Trey?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to ask a dumb one.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh.
Before any of those questions
Oh,
are
yeah, the
asked,
lights.
I gotta reset the lights. Be
Sure,
right
sure.
back, folks.
All right, Trey, think about a good question because I'm about to say something stupid dumb.
Okay. Yeah, I got one for him. Yeah, I would say, and we only have so much time for the podcast, but I will, see what you do with this question.
All right.
Did you see Olaf Slayer's comments?
Very preachy. Oh crap.
This one.
I forgive everyone except Tom Brady.
Hey,
then
don't
Jaime
hate
saying
on
very
Tom Brady. He's a great quarterback. But
Oh,
myself, I'm a Panthers fan, so
yeah. So
Jaime
Tom
saying
Brady's made you cry a few times. Yeah.
Jaime saying very preachy tonight. Okay. I hope that's positive because
I hope
everybody
so,
needs
too.
Jesus. Okay, it's a good topic, not preachy, more like just sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess like, how do you
People get murdered over here. Don't worry.
wow. How do you how do you work past or forgive someone else's past that doesn't necessarily have something to do with you, but it does affect you?
Wow.
In a very
How do you forgive?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I have to say.
How do you forgive someone else's past when it doesn't really
It doesn't involve you, but it affects you.
it doesn't involve me, but it affects me?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because anyway.
It's easy to forgive when you know how much you've been forgiven of.
Mm.
Right.
I remember where I came from, and I am nowhere near perfect. As a matter of fact, the only way that I can be perfect is through Jesus himself, and that's it.
Right.
But I know what I've been forgiven of. And even while walking with God, I've made my share of mistakes, and I've hurt other people, and if I have not apologized to you and you are listening to or watching this podcast, please forgive me, because I mean no harm to any of you. I really don't. But yeah, I've been forgiven for a lot. And Jesus teaches that if I can't forgive others for their sins, then I won't be forgiven for mine.
That is true.
So yeah, I know what I've been forgiven of. I know where I came from. So that right there makes it easy for me to forgive. And it can definitely be a challenge when you forgive someone who A, doesn't realize that they've done you wrong, or
Yeah.
B, and this is the tough one, when they don't want to acknowledge that they've done you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
the
those
worst one.
Yeah, but it's in those instances still forgiveness is key. It is.
Well, speaking of forgiveness and all that, why did you decide to use bloke in this song? I'd have to know.
Bloke?
He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because it rhymes with joke, and it was a noun, and it was a noun that actually fits with what it was that I was trying to say at that point.
This is coming from a guy that once rhymed DNA strains because it rhymed with the word I said before. So it made me laugh. I was like bloke, but man, it's so cool to have you on and to talk about your music, talk about your faith, and that's an amazing thing. Is there any? Sorry. Do you want to put? What's the word I say here, Trey?
Man,
Do you want to plug
plug.
anything at this point?
plug.
You want to tell people to go
Oh.
check out the new song? What do you want to do?
Where can people
Oh,
find you?
yeah.
Where can people look for your new stuff? All that and the bag of chips.
Oh, wow. Guys, I've been making music ever since 2008, but my latest music project is a single called Value 70 times 7. It dropped back in July. You can listen to it on any music streaming service that you can think of. It's also available for purchase in any online music store. So it's everywhere. It is actually, it's literally everywhere in the digital music space. You could go, you could check out my YouTube page. It actually has the music there. My latest single to my first album, my EP, all of it is there. It's also on Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, Amazon Music, Apple Music, iTunes. Like I said, it's everywhere.
Everywhere,
Please
Trey.
check it out and leave a review. I mean, I'd love to know what you think about the music and how it's helped you. I would love to know.
And it's under
That's awesome,
Marcus
man.
Johnson, correct?
Yep, it's under Marcus Johnson, not the jazz musician. Not the jazz musician, because there's another musician out there by that name who has been doing this for far longer than I have. But
You need a fun rap name, Marcus. Mark. I don't know. I have nothing.
Yeah.
I actually have one. It's Magic Mark.
Magic
And
Mark.
silence.
Oh, Jaime saying, oh no. So thank you for throwing that plug out there. You guys need to go check out Marcus and all that he is about and his music that he's popping off.
And if you need to find the album cover, it's actually on the promo for this video and podcast, so you'll see it. It's a cool little desert look, if I remember correctly. So,
Yeah.
And it's value 70 times 70, 70 times 7.
Jaime saying, do you know Kevin Holland?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
There you go.
There you go. Olaf Slayer saying, I like chips. Because I said all that in the bag of chips earlier. Really quick, what's your favorite chips? Everybody here. If you don't say spicy sweet chili Doritos or hot chips, hot fries, you're wrong.
Funyuns.
Jason, you're wrong.
Funyuns.
That's wrong, Jason.
Funyuns.
Marcus, favorite chips.
Actually, I do like the sweet and spicy Doritos. Those, if I had to choose Doritos, those would be the ones I'd get every time.
My boy. And this is why we have you on the show. Jaime is saying, like how people are so quick to dismiss my experiences or perspective because they choose to dismiss it, not because my truth, but because their inability making music since 2008. How am I just learning about this now?
And Marcus, you met Jaime before. That's why he's saying that out loud.
Jaime Pina.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so why are you learning about this now? The Bible warns, the Bible advises us not to toot our own horns.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
And to not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. It's always better. It's always better if other.
Did you just give us a Bible reason of why you didn't spend any money on promotion for your music?
Awesome. That's awesome.
Game over.
That was great. That was great.
That's gonna be a TikTok click.
That was great. And then his next one is, do you know Magic Mike? What the freaking heck?
I have no idea
Magic
who
Mark.
that is unless you're
Perfect.
talking
Right
about
along.
Mike from Orlando.
Yep. And then all upstairs says Pringles, sour cream, and onion. Those are pretty good, but I like the
Those are
pizza
good.
flavor better. And
Give me the
then
cheddar and sour cream.
okay, And then Jaime says, "We've met." What?
You should have. But anyways, he's let
Anyway.
Anyways, I'll tell you more later about that later, Jaime.
Okay, yeah. So on to one of my favorite portions of the.
Trey, it's about that time.
Wait. What time are you talking about?
If you check your mail, I sent you a package.
Oh. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh, well, okay.
One sec.
He's almost back.
What
Give me
did
a
you
second.
send him, Jason?
You'll see in a second.
Dude, you got me some new shoes. Dude, Supra. That's
Yeah.
so awesome, man. Dude,
No,
they sold
they're
out.
not.
No,
they're
he
not
didn't give me
shows.
this.
Inside there is a razor, and we've decided today is the day for you to shave your entire beard off on the show live.
That's funny. I only see shoe inserts.
That's what it is. It's a new style razor.
Don't think you're gonna be cutting much with that one, homie.
Oh, that'll hurt a lot.
All right,
think
it
what
really
he's-
is.
I think what he's actually talking about. It's question of the day. It's time for question of the day. I botched that. Hooray. All right. So our question today comes from our boy at I Green God. Never met the guy, should be on the show. He has not been on the show. He's from Twitter and he says, which animal would you like to ride on at least once in your lifetime? And then obviously this is saying something you've not ridden before. So like a horse or a camel or an elephant if you had the chance to do that, which I'd love to do that. I want to ride a porcupine. I'm glad everyone was so silent about that. No, I want to either like swim next to or like ride alongside of a whale shark. What'd you say, Jason?
Ooh.
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I was saying that you want to ride by a Pokemon.
Oh, absolutely. I'd Lugia all day long, baby. I can fly on Lugia. Anyway, okay, Jason or Marcus, whoever wants to go first. Next.
Go ahead, Jason. I'll go last.
Mine was funny. I don't care.
The Millennium Falcon.
That's not an animal.
Nope, you didn't say animal. You said, what do I want to ride?
My phrase was, which animal would you like to ride on at least once in your lifetime?
Millennium Falcon. It's a
It's not
falcon.
an animal.
It's a falcon.
Not an animal.
It's a falcon.
Not an animal.
It says
dude,
Millennium Falcon
pick
in the
something
name.
from the Star
Millennium
Wars
in the
universe.
Falcon.
You piece of trash.
I can't think of anything.
Come on.
Other than the joke, and I have
Dude,
nothing.
Seriously.
I can't think of
All right,
any
Marcus,
animal
Marcus, go
in
next.
Oh,
Jabba
man.
the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt.
Oh
Let's
my
laugh.
gosh.
I have nothing. Guys. There's nothing. I don't have any animals.
Let's
Oh!
reset.
A Banta. I just remembered a Banta. I did it.
Gosh.
I did it. Go team.
So literally none of these are going to be able to ride on. Okay.
Okay. How about us? How about ostrich? I wouldn't.
You
that poor
can. You
ostrich.
can. Yeah.
He would
you'd
not be
fall off and
happy
die.
with me. Yeah.
All right,
he would
Marcus, go
fall.
ahead before Jason has a stroke.
Of course, I'd be too big for it, but it would be cool
What is up with him? Yeah. What?
to fly on an albatross.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you might be a little big for that. Jason,
Yeah.
do you know what an albatross is?
Is it a narwhal?
No, that's a narwhal.
A narwhal is a narwhal, and yes, that is a real thing, folks.
Anyway.
that time's up. Anyway,
No. No. So an albatross is a big seagull. That's all you have to know. Boom. It's not, but it is. Yeah. So, oh wow.
Yeah.
Olaf's saying I'd ride.
Oh,
I
read that.
Thank you. No,
I
thank
read that
you.
differently.
I'd
until
ride Godzilla all day if we're
thank
going into
you.
that universe.
Mothra is too scary for me.
Olaf's saying it took Trey since kindergarten to get that length.
of
Oh,
his
my beard? No, it took me, I don't know, a couple months maybe.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. I don't know what this is about. I don't understand.
the food that they make. because
no,
What?
I don't even know how to answer this. All people are
I love-
amazing. Yes.
he's specifically asking about Hispanics.
Yeah. Delicious food.
I
I
awesome
love
people,
I love the culture. I love the
great
language.
coworkers, awesome
I love Jaime.
friends.
There's
Jaime-
One of them is
definitely a
named Jaime.
There's a family affair that I've experienced within Hispanic cultures that I absolutely love.
That's true. When's the first time that you realized that you used a tortilla to eat food instead of just making tacos? Anybody else? I remember when I was like 12 or when I was like 16, I went to my friend's house and they were like, yeah, we're just going to use this tortillas to eat everything. And I'm like, oh, that's a thing. That's awesome. Marcus, that didn't work. That wasn't meant to be a joke. It was a serious comment. I don't know what I'm
Somebody
saying.
called him. It's okay.
I
All right,
know.
let's move on from this segment.
yes.
So we need to wrap up the show, Jason.
How do we do that?
Who's still trying to get in touch with me?
No, you're good, man. We should probably wrap up the show.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
time
we
to-
probably should.
All right. So, Marcus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up a song using all the things we talked about today. Is there anything that you'd like me to focus on or you like the song to be about?
Oh, man. Freestyle on doing everything with all of your heart and throw a little bit of my music in there too.
Okay. I'll do my best.
All right.
Okay, phenomenal. Is there 3 words you want him to say?
No, there aren't. Okay.
I got it. You
got
don't
it?
need them. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. All right, and
He-
Marcus, do you have a stage name, or would you like to use a stage name, or just Marcus Johnson, or did you have a nickname somebody called you?
Trey, that makes more sense now.
Hispanic
Yep.
Heritage Month.
There you
He
go.
was trying to keep us on
Aha.
brand. Thanks.
He said,
All right.
Thanks.
"Thank you, Trey."
You know what? Go with my rapper name, Magic Mark.
Magic Mark.
Magic Mark. That's probably why he was saying Magic Mike.
Oh, you didn't get that, Trey? Oh, okay.
Well, Marcus didn't get it.
I
I totally got it.
Yeah, see? That's why he was pretending.
All right, let's move on. All right, sweet. Magic Mark. Cool. All right, Jason, you ready?
No.
Okay, cool, great.
Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects, Scout the Psalmist, and Magic Mark on the mic. Let's
Let's get it. Jason, are you ready?
Okay. Now, Magic Mark up in this mix, I rearrange it all. You know, Scout the Psalmist, because I never really break it, y'all. We gotta do things with all of our heart and not break from the start when you make it in your cart in the store. Now, I never get it with the light time, only if I'm HEB. I gotta find my value, you know what I mean. If I was 70 times 7, I'd be, in my spirit if I really can't go. But I stand with my spirit when I feel my little flow. When you wanna say I know, like this gory song. I don't even know what I'm saying if it's on. Now it overcomes, now I gotta feel the breakdown when I never see what I'm gonna say when I define the rhyme like I'm wondering why. What am I doing if I really can't take it? I'll try. And Marcus, he himself needs to spend some more money on himself, trying to inspire his music and get wealth. Only if you've got to break it down like L. Anyways, what am I doing? I'm feeling song, writing a song, overcome like strong. Did you really know what I gotta say right now? Feel it for the time if the nip right style. Now this dude just is still at school. He got his little office trying to keep it cool. He got a little picture of me up on that shelf. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm feeling well. Only if I can't go, I got to feel the flow. Punisher hat on Trey's head. I know, cause that doesn't ever leave his head. Only if I can't break it down like
Never.
that. I gotta break down time with the nighttime fine. Adore, exalted, and revered. Oh my, if I can't try, cause I'm better when I cry. You got teardrops rolling down my eye, or sweat drops like Marcus if he's chilling in the middle of a hot sweat nuts. Then he straight me in front of 10,000 peeps. Only if he can't break it down, he speaks. Oh, and if Homer's still here, here's my rapping Homer. Only if I can't fear, only if I got it like it's wrong with the night. I gotta excel cause I'm doing what's right. Standing on the mic, man, I'm doing what I be. Jaime's so amazing. theme, and it's Hispanic Heritage Month. That's awesome, bro. I can never break it down when I'm feeling the flow. And oh no, I'm about to explode times. I'm about to bust his trace, about to blow up mine. Got his mouth only if he can't see, but I know what I do because I'm waiting for me.
And that's how you do it, y'all.
Just for you, Marcus.
Aw. Thanks, fellas.
I hope you enjoyed that, man.
I did.
Well, guys,
Huh.
now it's the type of show where I do all the work. But if you wait just a few
Wow.
more minutes, we're going to do a really fun closing where Marcus is going to be Trey's therapist. He's going to make up awesome facts about Trey, and Trey can't do anything about it except for say yes. So if you want to listen to that, it is very, very funny. That will happen right at the end of this. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out the show. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome time. Please make sure you like us and subscribe to all of our YouTube channels. Check us out on TikTok. Check out our regular podcast every Wednesdays, I think, when I actually post it. But go listen to that if I remember to post it. That'd be great. And if you're looking for a new website, go to go to, what is it called, Trey? Oh, man.
FlowStreet.com.
Flowstreet.com, but there's a person that makes websites that
NomadWeb.design.
NomadWeb.design. You should go check them out and get a website from them. But thank you so much, guys. Trey, what am I forgetting?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, no, if you guys want to be on the show, please feel free to hit us up at flowstreet.com. You can hit us up, throw messages our way. We need to have the questions of the day from our fans because I'm kind of tired of using that guy, Green God, even though he has amazing questions. We just need to have him on the show. But that's pretty much
That's
all I
your
got.
one job, Trey. Get I Green God on the show. You ask him every single day until he shows up or sends you a subpoena. So
Right.
let's go.
Moving on to our last segment,
All right.
so we
All
can
right,
get Marcus
so-
out of here.
Marcus, you're going to ask Trey 3 questions. So you can make up any facts about him. You are now his therapist, and welcome to the therapy room.
Well, okay, Trey. It has come to my attention that you have become a Pokemon Go addict to the point that you spoof everywhere that you go. Is this true?
Look, man, just because I have 5 accounts, one in each corner of the continent, which, I mean, if we're talking corners, I mean, if it's square, it's 4, but whatever. That doesn't mean I'm addicted, does it?
That sounds like admission to me, Trey. It sounds like admission to me.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Trey, is that Pokemon Go in the reflection of your glasses that I see?
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. That's a
No, it's not.
Pokeball in
Closing
the
test.
background.
No, it's not.
Trey,
No,
are
it's
you
not.
actually catching Pokemon in real life?
That would be phenomenal. And if they create the technology for it, I'm down.
So you're saying you just have a bunch of dogs and cats and balls at your house?
No. They'd be roaming. They'd be roaming around. They'd be
Okay.
trained. They'd be trained, but they'd be roaming around the house.
Oh wow.
What's your final
so
question?
Number 2.
my final question, because I threw in the second one already. Here's the third and final question. How big of a Marvel fan are you? Are you so big of a Marvel fan that
Oh,
you
no.
actually have to support the Punisher?
So here's the thing. I love the skull that Frank Castle rocks. He is a much darker Batman, and he will go to lengths that Batman will never go to, or he
Very
has in
true.
the past. Like he has in the past in other comics and stuff. But the tough part is he ends crime from ever being committed, meaning future crime. Sorry. Do I agree with his philosophy? No. Do I like his comics? Yes. Would I ever do any of that? Obviously not.
No.
It is
Obviously.
it is, I don't know. It became a Halo gamer tag that I had from one of my save files, and then it just grew from there. And Frank Castle is one of my, he is my favorite Marvel character. And I am probably the biggest Marvel fan in the room, other than Jaime, because he is a big and huge avid comic collector, bigger than me, and he is been doing that for who knows how long. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Trey, you and I need to talk offline
Probably.
because we've got something in common. All right.
I'm down, man. Hit me up. You know
All
where to
right.
find me.
All
Marcus,
right.
thank you so much for being on the show, man. We are going to close it out here. You've been an amazing guest. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Stay on the line for a few seconds as we close, but so we'll talk to you afterwards. But thank you so much, guys, for checking out the show. Make sure you come back and see you next week. Y'all are amazing. I'm trying to find buttons,
But before he finds that button, flows for you.
It's what we do now. It's what we do.
See you guys. Love you guys. Thank you, Marcus.
Much love. Dope.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, close to you, close to you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it